We are about to go into game 2 here on Blistering Sands. We got to give a shout out. Are there any Into the Rainbow fans here? 3, 2, 1! And of course, Tester fans, 3, 2, 1!
Again, Tester proving to be the crowd favorite. So let's go ahead and get in this match. Spawning on the right side of the map is going to be Tester as the blue Protoss, and on the left is going to be the Terran Into the Rainbow. They're spawning as the red Terran. Now, Blistering Sands, this is, I see a lot of players actually favoring this map, as it does kind of it does produce longer games because it is quite a long time to go ahead and get to each other's base. Again, you usually see Protoss players decide to go ahead and throw down a pylon there at that choke right outside of their natural expansion. We'll have to see no, it looks like Tester's going to throw it down in the main there. And what are your thoughts on Blistering Sands as a map?
I mean, it's sort of interesting. Like, this destructible rock at the backside for Tester is going to define a lot. Many Protoss players just favor a 3 warp gate plus robo push or a 4 warp gate push just so they can begin abusing this as early as possible. Terrans tend to be a little more passive on this map, but again, those destructible rocks really encourage aggression. People like the idea that they can just begin attacking straight away.
And there comes the Rex starting soon. That probe is going to get in, though. Wow, I thought he might actually... No, it looks like there comes the Max rallies. That Rex does go ahead and get down, though. The probe is going to try to start a rave, but looks like the Terran player is going to stop that. Look at that probe pulling away there with only 5 energy. Look at his shields regen there. They are going to start here relatively soon. Uh-oh, looks like it's not going to because that SCV hit it, so we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Look at this.
Oh, it's the Milky Way. It's fantastic.
We have seen the universe in StarCraft 2. There goes the gateway as well as a quick gas from the Protoss player Tester. Wow.
The Protoss player
Terran, yeah.
So Simulator is going down right now for Tester. He has his gateway coming up as well. Continuing to poke around this main, and I'm curious to see if Into the Rainbow is going to go for this delayed orbital command. I think that was a little bit of a mistake early game. Getting that orbital command fast is just so good.
Wow, it's going to go up to 17
Who needs it?
Right now.
But you know, it does kind of hide a lot. I mean, if you get the orbital command and your Protoss, your probe sees immediately, I know, 150 minerals are not going to anything except this orbital command. So it denies a lot of possible hidden factories. There is the orbital command eventually going down. Looks like an SCV is sort of poking up here. There's another SCV moving over, and was that just started? Such a late cybernetics core. Normally started between 14 and 17, getting started at 20 food after a zealot. I think he's going to be chrono boosting 2 zealots, and oh man, he loves floated factories.
Yeah, there goes that factory now. He's going to probably most likely float that into the base of the Protoss player and making those Hellions again like we saw in game 1. It looks like we do have another Zealot there coming out of that gateway. There goes that SCV running away for his life from that lone Zealot.
Yeah, 2 Zealots. I mean, this is one of those things where we've seen a variety of styles come out of these games. So I would not be surprised to know that, you know, these players are adjusting themselves based upon the fact that they're friends in real life and play together a ton. Because, I mean, getting 2 Zealots before Stalker, so unusual. Saving up your chrono boost to not spend any on probes, so unusual. And it looks like each player is securing one of those critical Xel'Naga watchtowers.
Looks like that factory has finished, I should say, from the Terran player. He is going to be lifting that and dropping it into the main of Tester here. He's going to be outside of that field of vision, so Tester is not going to know until it's too late. Looks like that Stalker is almost there. Looks like it's started. Uh-oh! Is that probe going to see it? Let's go ahead and go to the player cam of Tester, and no, I do not believe. He saw that, and look at that pylon.
Oh, he is pulling the Stalker back. It looks like he just had a hint of a shadow that there was a factory going down there, and he is pulling back. I mean, what other Protoss player builds a pylon there that early, and unless they're expecting
He's got to be watching the stream.
Yeah, he's watching the stream, ear hacking all the way from Korea. There is one Hellion coming out. It looks like a similar push is coming out from Into the Rainbow, but it looks like these guys getting stuck behind. One Hellion does pop out, but it looks like these Stalkers being controlled very well by Tester. It pops into the back, and it looks like it will do 8 damage to the building that can heal shield.
I'd say that did well. I said that went well for the Terran player.
Yeah,
looks like he's not going to build anything else from that factory. He might need to lift that, though, if he wants to save it. There goes the lift, and a little bit of a failed attack, pretty much a big failed attack from the Terran player. And we do have that robotics facility going down from the Tester.
From the Tester. Go for it, man.
I'm mixing up Terran and Tester so much. I need to stop that. But it looks like we have a little bit of a force from the Terran player now in the middle of the map. But this is kind of, again, a weird game. I like that factory lift, though, as it's been done Yeah, we did see that in the early game last
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Twice now.
And I love this curl around coming around the backside, so if the probe did see those units, it wouldn't really have an exit route. And either way, Tester just playing very passively, adding on more pylons in case another factory lands there. Getting the Immortals, again, only Chrono Boost really spent on non-probe related endeavors.
Looks like that factory is going to come back and try for a second time, or he's just going to be scouting out his opponent. Let's see exactly what he actually sees. He does see those 2 gateways right there, and those stalkers are going to make that factory retreat. He might actually lose his factories. It is falling quite rapidly in HP. It is sitting about 500. Is he going to lose it? We'll have to see exactly how this happens.
Uh-oh, it's getting the orange. It's starting to burn down. It's getting into the red. And Tester looks like he's going to take some more shots on it. That factory is going to go down. Oh, it manages to escape, so it's going to burn down, miserable and alone in the top corner of the map. And meanwhile, back in the main of Into the Rainbow, looks like he's building up quite a nice medic Marine Marauder army. Wrong game.
Sean's still stuck in Starcraft 1, but I have some news, man. Starcraft 2 is out in the world right now, but I thought we were going to have a cheer there. So
yeah, Starcraft 2 has been released!
Yes, thank you, thank you. And now there's that medevac. Looks like Tester's going to be taking out these destructible rocks. Does that SCV actually notice it, though? Looks like we did see a couple of clicks from the Terran player. And yes, you can't see those zealots. We'll have to see exactly how it responds. That probe does come into the front. Looks like he's just going to let those destructible rocks go ahead and fall.
This is a huge all-in style push from Tester. He wants to do as much damage as possible. 3 warp gates, 1 robotics facility. Easy way to bust down the back door and abuse these wide open spaces. And uh-oh, look at this. Ghost Academy going down, getting the cloak. Such an important upgrade. Lets you hit zealots more easily. And here comes the big push. Very dangerous situation for Into the Rainbow. He needs to control this well. Random shooting going on by Tester. Some nice force fields, but very good burrow with that supply depot controlling. Look at the control of Into the Rainbow. Hasn't even really taken any damage yet. Doing some great, great jobs here, avoiding those force fields. Look at him dancing around the mineral patch, picking off these zealots. He's going to wait until all the zealots are gone, and it's just a nice armored, squishy mix that the Marauders can use.
Yeah, I really would have thought the Terran player would have lost that. But looks like
Oh
he's seen River
my
dance.
God!
Wow, some great play from the Terran player, dancing around in his base, pushing Tester out now. But look at that forward pylon there from Tester. That is going to fall, actually. I thought he was going to be able to work in a couple more units. 1 more sentry for the road. And wow, some great control there from the Terran player.
That almost didn't make sense to me how well those Marauders were doing. I mean, those Zealots were sneaking their way into the front just to get a few hits, and Into the Rainbow just picked them off one at a time until there were only Stalkers and Immortals left. Incredible play, and now Tester trying to find some money to expand, but having to get more sentries, more Zealots in there, and if there can be some Ghost to be able to EMP those sentries, it's going to be lights out for Tester.
And we might see a little bit of a timing attack here from the Terran players. That Ghost is about to pop out. EMP really is going to be the deciding factor in this upcoming fight. Looks like he's going to be saving up for a Nexus, I do believe. But yeah, the Terran player's a little bit undecided as to what he wants to do. There's that Observer. Looks like we're not going to see a scan. There's the scan. And
wow.
he does kill that Observer. Wow, that's going to be huge. There's only 2 Marines, 3 Marines, and
looks
we
like
might
he's
be seeing a drop here.
I mean, who does he think he is with his QXC scans, picking off everything? Well, I guess it's stylistically different because Into the Rainbow scanning himself instead of anything else. Just wants to kill off as many of those observers as possible. He's going to go up to try to get a good EMP. Oh, look at this. Stimming 1 to trick Tester into pulling back. And here comes all the medevacs from the backside to kill a pylon. Man, he hates pylon, risking everything to hit that backside. And wants to come up, maybe be able to pick off a Stalker. No, we'll be able to leave with everything except this one guy.
That Marauder's going to get left behind. Poor little Marauder.
Oh,
he got
how
left behind.
tragic.
His friends closed that door on that dropship and said, see you later, we're leaving you to die. And looks like we don't have a natural expansion at all from the Terran player right now. But again, we do have quite a force there. Here comes Tester actually pushing out.
Oh,
and,
no! Oh, the high ground mechanic. These units are doing no damage. The probe comes up. He needs to snipe the probe. He doesn't do it. There's 1 force field going down. 2 medevacs just staring. And it looks like he is unloading more. And Tester trying to take advantage of this. But here comes a whole bunch of Marauders from the left side stimming. Everything was trapped. A big mistake by Tester. And hugging the ramp again. Oh, my God. Brutalized by this great control. And look at this. Popping things into the medevac to continue the push as aggressively and as quickly as possible.
Yeah, again, that was without an EMP, actually, so I'm going to have to kind of chew on my own words there. No EMP was actually found. Some great force fields there, blocking a handful of units in the back, but wow,
GG.
That's actually a translation for GG. So, wow. I'm speechless. I thought for sure Tester was going to have that with that first attack. But Into the Rainbow just proving me wrong with some river dance movement in that mineral line. I don't even know what to say about that.
That game made me so happy. I mean, the magic he was able to pull off with those Marauders against those Zealots, I mean, it really opens your eyes to a lot of the stuff that you've been missing out on. Because a lot of people just, do these broad generalizations. They say Marauders get countered by Zealots and Sentries,
And then you beat them up because you hate that word, right?
Yeah, because I don't like the word counter at all. But I mean, it was so great to see him just drawing the Zealots forward and using the supply depots that he had already built to make sure that the force fields couldn't lock those Marauders in. Just very crisp control in that game.
Yep, really, I mean, the Korean players just showing us some great control all around.